From the wackos on the left to the MAGAs on the right, they know I'm beating Kamala. This race won't even be tied. Her policies are nutso. She's out her goddamn mind. She just repeats the same thing, regurgitating her lines. She thinks that immigration without paperwork is good. Clearly not too much power underneath Kamala's hood. Borders are, it's what you are. Borders are. Cackling Kamala, you're dumb. Mass inflation.
Well, a big shazam to each of y'all. Holy smokes, your spice purveyor is in business. I've saved my favorite two until the very end, and your job, let me know which one of the two is the winner. I'm pretty sure I got it right. The very last one is the one, but you let me know. All right, if you're just here for the memes, that's great. I'll put a timestamp right there. You can jump ahead. We'll see you up there. Now, for everybody else, holy guacamole. I know a lot of y'all followed along yesterday. Mr. Guns and Gear and I became East Tennessee pot dealers yesterday, and thanks to y'all, we were able to send a lot of stuff up the mountain. And late last night, he posted a video that I'm going to say this, you will not regret watching it. We were a part of it. You were a part of it. Check it out. Link is below. Check that out. Our pot dealing video is, I think, it's humbling. And I just got chills. I got chills. Being a part of yesterday. Yesterday was one of the coolest days of my life. I'm not being dramatic. It was just awesome to be able to be a part of these men and women that are making a difference and to be backed by you people. We're making a difference out there. This morning, I went down to Irwin, Tennessee, and I met with the chainsaw guys. I met with Logan. They are out there right now making stuff happen. They are fully supported thanks to y'all. That's big. That's really, really big. So that is ongoing. And then also, just a few minutes ago, yesterday, Jared and I worked on a project, and he took a ton, 156 of TriStar Trading blankets down to Highway 107, middle of nowhere, bad place, to Grindstone Ministries, and he said it was good mojo, really, really good. So I called them about an hour ago, and I said, how can we help? We got this, we got that. What do you need? And he said, my guys are taking tomorrow off. They are smoked. He said they are worn out. They're taking tomorrow off. Saturday, a lot of them, they observe the Sabbath, and so they're taking tomorrow off. And I said, dude, do you need morale stuff? He goes, oh my gosh. So the TriStar team, the girls are right now over at Sam's Wholesale right now getting morale stuff. We're sending Mountain Dew to the boys. We're sending cigars. We're sending just stuff to help them enjoy their day off tomorrow. And so they're going to get back to it on Sunday morning, and that's huge, huge. So all of that to say, it's ongoing. Thank you. I know a lot of y'all have asked. We got some generator stuff going out next week. It's going to be a lot. I'll talk to you more about it next week. Holy crap, y'all. It's been awesome. It really, really has. And I'm a pot dealer. How fun is that? Link is below to Mike's video. Check it out. Everybody, it's all hands on deck. All hands on deck. Everybody is making a difference this week that I've seen. It's been wild. It's been really, really wild. Finally, before we do the memes, I know the lighting is really off on that side today, but I got stuff going on and I couldn't get it right today. But the Paul Harrell, it's under glass now, the Paul Harrell hat. How cool is that? All right, are you ready for the memes? We're going to have a good one today. Are you ready? Holy smokes, let me get my notes right. Here we go. Next, this is all true. So far this year, the United States has given $24 billion to Ukraine, $11 billion to Israel, $2 billion to Ethiopia, $1.6 to Jordan, $1.4 to Egypt, $1.1 to Afghanistan, $1.1 to Somalia, $1 billion to Yemen, $1 billion to Congo, $900 million to Syria, $9,000 per illegal immigrant that has entered the U.S., and Americans who have lost everything here in Appalachia to Hurricane Helene will be getting $750 courtesy of FEMA. That's accurate. That's accurate. It's a lot of words. That was a long meme to open with, but that's where we're at today. Next, when you hear gunshots, but your best friend's the shooter. Tim Walz. Next, this is real from the Mirror. Spanish mother burns daughter's rapist alive after he taunts her during day release. Senor Chain, go.
I'll allow it.
I'm telling you, we got the spice today. Example, next. Daily Mail US says, and this is real, Kamala Harris's husband, Doug Emhoff, forcefully slapped ex-girlfriend for flirting with another man in booze-filled assault after date to star-studded gala. Next. Harris Walls, 2024. Randolph, go.
What in the world is this?
All right, next. Did you hear about all the countries sending funding here to help with hurricane damage? Yeah. Me either. Womp womp. Next. Longshoremen promise to F up your children's Christmas if they don't get paid more than second-year physicians with 10 plus years of college. I'm actually rooting for the robots, y'all. Get some. Next. Quote, this is real, just because you have a mental health issue doesn't mean you're violent. Sometimes it just is the guns. It's Tim Walz. Quick Not to React says, because you write words on paper with a pen does not mean you are writing. Sometimes it is just the pen. Same vein. Next. Just because you have a mental health issue doesn't mean you're violent. Sometimes it's just the guns. Sorry, this hurts. Decelerate Your Life says, unless it's a Sig Sauer, no gun can shoot itself because Sig Sauers go boom. Sometimes that's hurtful. I have a couple. Next. When another disaster happens to poor people that own valuable land, evil smiles. They're already in Asheville trying to buy land. BlackRock. Next. This is real. Quote, my success has nothing to do with my dad, Bronny James Jr. Relevant Seinfeld, great feed, says, it's not a lie if you believe it. Next. You people. All right, having a great time over on the Liberty Lounge podcast. Last week, that's me, that's Jared, that's Anthony, having a great time. There's nothing going on here besides positive discourse between friends. Next, one of y'all sent this yesterday. Thanks, Johnny B, but our princess is in another castle. You people. Next. Florida's Voice. This is real. Breaking. DeSantis says Florida National Guard is being deployed to ports impacted by ongoing strike to maintain order and, if possible, resume operations. Florida is open. We want to use our resources to get this stuff to the market. Next. Raging union boss says, we're going on strike and shutting down the ports during recovery from a natural disaster. Based Ron DeSantis says, no. American flag shotgun guy, go.
Get some.
All right, next. This is real. Biden-Harris admin used FEMA disaster funding for illegal invaders. Not immigrants. They're not immigrants. Next. Appalachia. Hey, FEMA, we could use some help. FEMA, I'm sorry, we're out of money for disaster relief. What? You have $30 billion annual budget. Yeah, it's all gone. My God, it's gone. Appalachia, well, what'd you spend it on? FEMA. Appalachia says, well. They hate poor people. Next. John Kerry, this is once again real. Today, I guess, is the whole episode is this is real, not actually a meme. This is real. John Kerry, if Democrats win, we can change First Amendment to fight disinformation. Our First Amendment stands as a major block, he lamented. I think the word of the day is traitor. Traitor. Next. Interviewer, hey, tell me one of your strengths. Me, well, I'm not friends with any school shooters. What in the world? Next. Breaking, this is real. Former Republican Representative Liz Cheney is set to campaign with in the battleground state of Wisconsin. It's Liz Cheney. She's a rhino. Next. To the B. Tim Walz polling strong among men who choose middle urinal. Alex Jones, go.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay.
All right, next. Never forget what Coca-Cola did. Yep, try to be less white. That's real. Once again, that's real. Next. North Carolina asks Zelensky for $100 billion in U.S. funding. Hey, little fella, can you get us some money back? Next.
12 seconds later.
All right, I started laughing. I got to start over. Next. Did you know if you see bulging pavement, it's because John McCain just heard we are close to war with Iran? Warmongers. Next. I was going to vote for Trump, but after that debate, I'm Team Walls. I was going to vote for Trump. Car seat kid, go.
A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
This week is perfect for today's sponsor. It's Ammo Squared. What you do, you jump over there, you go through their 70 different calibers, you get what you need, you dial it in. They have options that are budget friendly, and then you allow your account to grow. And when you reach the threshold, it ships straight to your door. Over 40,000 Americans have chosen Ammo Squared, and they're run by patriots. It's a couple out of Idaho. And holy smokes, I'm proud to be represented by them and to support them. Big thumbs up from me. It's Ammo Squared. I can't tell you how to find them, but I bet it's easy to Google. You can find them and tell them this guy sent you. Big thank you for what they're doing. Y'all jump over there. It's Ammo Squared. You people, thank you. This is the week of thanks. So thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. We're going to be back at it again next week. Holy smokes, the fun we're having this week. And I felt really backed up by the You People Army last week. And I know the Chainsaw Crew they're out there right now while I'm running a meme show online. They're out there actually helping people. So it's awesome. You people, thank you. Next, electoral map. If Vance says, quote, at least I'm not retarded like your son, close quote. And that's why I'm demonetized. Next. The regime laughs at your struggles. They don't care. Next. Just know that when you finally need the government, you will be treated worse than those who arrive from foreign nations on boats. We are second-class citizens. Every action is intentional. That feed is 9mm SMG. I don't know if I've ever recommended him to y'all. He's spicy, but he's right, always. He's a great feed. I don't know him. Next, Brian Kemp says he was outraged. Had to call the White House after only 11 of the 90 counties hit were included in the FEMA disaster declaration. Rural counties neglected. Kamala was at a fundraiser during the storm. Far bigger scandal than Katrina. They hate you, Appalachians. Next, we need the state to protect us from monopolies, but the state is a monopoly. How does that work? Next. Official Harris Walls merch. The Doug Wife Beater, $35. Kamala campaign quietly cancels release of the new Doug Wife Beater. What in the world is this? Next. How to interact with white dudes for Harris. Next. Only you can prevent communism. That's pretty clever. Next. Me, trying to convince my grandparents not to vote Democrat. Please don't do it, Grandma. Next. This week on House Hunters, wife lost house to Helene, husband lost house to Helene, budget $750. Next. Chad says, we need to help the hurricane victims. FEMA, sorry, we're low on cash. Fine, I'll do it myself. Try it and you'll be arrested. I'm not going into it. I'm sure y'all have seen it, but they are shutting things down here for people trying to help their neighbors. Next. You ever dropped a glass, tried to catch it, and broke 4 dinner plates and 2 soup bowls in the process? Yep. That's how the government solutions work. We're the government, and we're here to help. That's the story of East Tennessee this week. Next. Oh, geez. Tim Kennedy has saved North Carolina. Whew. He's out there talking to cameras, making stuff happen. Drama llama, go.
Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here.
They're finally here. They dropped last night. The Woobies, the 2024 Woobies are in. Holy smokes, we got 4 colors. We got Woodland, Black Multicam, Vietnam Tiger Stripe, and the brand new for 2024 Desert Tiger Stripe. This is our 3rd year doing this, and when they're gone, they are gone. Link is below. The Woobies, they are in. I think they're sized pretty well, pretty accurate. If you want to size up, you can, but I think for me, my size fits me pretty well. Link is below. Jump to it. Next. Apolitical says, take note at what scares and threatens our governments. It's not the flood of third world invaders raping and murdering. It's not the crime and the drugs they bring. It's not the endangerment of the native people. The threat to them is their own people saying they've had enough. Next, cocaine was found at Biden's house. A dead body was found at Obama's house. A male prostitute was found at Pelosi's house. An illegal server was found at Clinton's house. So the FBI raided the T-Man's house and apparently went through Melania's closet. Next. My vacuum cleaner broke, so I put a Biden-Harris sticker on it, and it started to suck again. I'll allow it. Next. If you were mine, I'd buy you wings every day. Oh, wait, sorry, wrong number. Whoa, hold on, let's talk. Talk to me, wings man, talk to me. Next, I'm sliding into October like 11:59 and October. Next, me, I got bitten on my walk by a Great Dane, her. My Lord, imagine if it had been a small child. Me, I could have fought off a small child, Alice. Next, oldie but a goodie. I think Mia sent this over. This is an old one, but I like it. Coworker, what are you going to do with your time off? Me, probably just going to take a relaxing cruise somewhere. Me on the cruise. This is for the Titanic, y'all. Stick it to them. Roscoe. Next, word of the day. You can't borrow preparedness from someone else. Make sure your lamp has oil in it. The world is getting dark. I'll allow it. Next. Electric cars and digital currencies are useless in an emergency. That right there is about 45 miles from here, downtown Asheville. That's the Village. Next. Concealed carry in California. Got them plastic straws on me. I keep that thing on me. Next. Cop worried illegal immigrants eating neighborhood dogs he'd planned on shooting. He'd planned on shooting them. Next. FBI assures public the next 10 mass shooters are also on their radar. What in the world is this? God, we're getting to the end. I'm so excited about these last couple. Next, Vanessa says, my local FBI office hates me because I'll make burner accounts saying I'm thinking of hurting a lot of people, and then they just instantly cash at me thousands of dollars to buy a gun. I've done this 32 times. Next, there I was at Diddy's house, covered in baby oil. What in the world? Next. If carbon dioxide is so bad for the planet, why do greenhouse growers buy CO2 generators to double plant growth? Why? Next. Back to the Babylon Bee. Biden promises next Trump assassin will be a woman of color. My friend Louie, he and I talked last night how they live in my brain. They ever live in y'all's brain too? Like I read that. I hadn't planned. I mean, I've got notes on what runs after what meme. But in my mind, I heard, what in the world is that? Right here, get some. I'll allow it lives in Louie's brain rent-free. Shout out, Louie. Next. Mom, the rations don't fill me up. I'm hungry. I know, honey, but I wanted a female president. Next. Please dispose of celebrities' opinions properly. But Taylor Swift said. Next. When you said friends with benefits, I assumed you had a reloading bench and a shooting range. Womp womp. Next. Hey, my favorite part of fall is when the mosquitoes go back to hell. We need a good freeze. We get one good freeze and our world changes around here. The mosquitoes and the wasps will be gone. Next. When you realize the coexist sticker only includes 2 genders. I just heard one. I heard How dare you? I heard it. Next. Here we go. Last two. Let me know what your favorite one is. Oh, I'm 49% sure this is the right one. So I'm putting this at number 2. I'm pumped about these next two. You ready? Next. Is the cure for male loneliness illegally smuggling aid to flood victims without government approval? There's a lot of stuff going on right now that I can't talk about. God bless the men and women that are out there right now. My favorite of the week. Let me know what your favorite one was. Here we go. Next. Old MK Ultra had a farm, CIA, with a Vegas shooting here and a runner hook there. CIA. Get him, Greta.
How dare you!
This gun fits my hand better than this one does.
Diabetes.